Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Okay, so it's been a day of just kind of programming and just modeling. So what it is, I modeled this jail. I think it looks pretty cool. It's huge, so it's obviously not finished, right? It'll need to be finished. And then we have the individual cells here. And then there's a basketball court. And I think there's something on the other side, just some empty rooms. What I'll do is I'll fill it in. There's going to be a kitchen over here. Kitchen and something else. We'll see. We'll see. Right? So that's basically that. So in each cell, there's a value, and when the player is teleported to there, it'll say that it's occupied. So that way only one player can occupy the cell at one time. So that's complete. We have this part that's complete. So now what I need to do is I need to integrate this with the server. And then I need to add rewards. And I think the jail reward is going to be experience. Not so much cash. You get cash from the safe. Oh. Right, so you get teleported. And then you have to wait. You have to wait till, not the timer, but there's a timer in here that we got to wait. And then what it'll do is it'll open up this door for us. So I just thought that was cool. I've been working on this a little bit. The keypad video, it's a video in the morning, you know. If you like that kind of thing. So now we got the prison going. Looks good. Like I say, I'm just waiting. I think it's 1 minute it'll make you wait. And we should be in the first cell. I'll check here. Let's see. Prison. Yeah, we're in cell A. Then you can finish your sentence. And it gets rid of your wanted stars. Yes. And then we can leave. Alright, perfect. So that's that. And then it should have returned the value. It did not. Why? Alright, so we just got to check on that. Why did you not return the value? I wonder if because it's activated when we hit the block, and every time we hit the block, it activates, and that is probably why. So the whole idea here with the occupied is we only want one person per cell. So what I'm trying to figure out is Alright, what we'll have to do instead is in here we're going to insert another prompt. Let's insert object a prompt. Yeah, and then this will say serve time. And it'll just be prompting to activate, and it'll give the player a reward. So then we'll insert an object, a script. We need to turn this value true. So rather than doing it when we activate this, instead we'll try it here. So let's say local button equals script dot parent, and then we'll say button dot trigger ended connect function. Alright, player, and then we can give the player reward, etc. etc. We can say script dot parent dot occupy dot value equals true script dot parent dot, we can say button dot enabled enabled equals false. There we go. Then it'll deactivate the button. And then when we're done serving, instead of doing this, we'll say script parent. Parent proximity prompt enabled equals true. So let's see. And then we also need to say script parent dot occupied dot value equals false. There we go. Let's see if that works. So then if we do that, so let's see, first we're in the prison cell. The value is false, and we serve our time, and the value goes true, then we wait out our sentence, and then the value should go false again. Hopefully. Hopefully. That's what we want. And then I'll check to see if everything else has been reset. So the security guard is set to a timer, and then it'll disappear, and then the mission is set on a timer, and then it'll reset itself. So everything's kind of like standalone, which is good. Why this matters is that there's 16 different cells, and so let's say there's 3 people in the room, and the security guard just goes around, and every time he hits somebody, they all go to a different cell. I think that's neat. And then maybe what I'll do is I'll add another prompt in here somewhere just to kind of give the player more rewards. You know, make this kind of part of the game. There we go. Finish the sentence. There we go. And it made it false. Yes. Excellent. So that means somebody else can now be teleported in there. Cool. Cool. Well, that's a success. So I just wanted to show that, just a quick update here that made this kind of building thing. This is going to be a loading bay. Prisoners, vehicles kind of come in here, you know, that sort of thing, right? In the back room, this is going to be like an entrance, you know, prisoner area, whatever. And then there's going to be gates. And there's a lot more that's going to be in here decoration-wise. We're just still slowly working on it. And that's pretty much it. So then what we'll do next is, so this is kind of like a basic robbery system, right? So then what we'll do next is, I was saying I want to go more into the investigation. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to set up a couple more quote-unquote missions, and we'll need to add some more tools, which are going to help us along the way. So that's coming up. That'll be in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. You guys and gals are awesome. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the videos. Sometimes they're boring. Yes, I get that. That's the way it is. But, you know, you got to keep it up. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.